Alright, so Dewar has again put another response out saying that the numbering is correct for the sets. The exact numbering has just been added to avoid confusion, so that probably does mean that, contrary to what he said before, possibly a resurrection set is still possibly to come. So yeah, nothing sinister in it. It was directed this way, so going forward. So basically, rather than it correlating to stories, it's correlating to basically what set comes next. So yeah, those going to make it a bit confusing for sets that have come previously. So by trying to make it simpler, it's just added a bit more confusion. The Garlic Shuttle was a hand-built model. It's just something put in the background, not much into it, which, yeah, I mean, I knew basically that because I think it was on a forum or possibly a podcast. He mentioned it ages ago. But this is the interesting thing. The prices reflect the current cost of manufacturing these sets, and especially the 6 o'clock to TARDIS set require a lot of spray options. It's very costly. These figures, now, I do know costs and everything have gone up, but to say that last year you were able to sell an electronic TARDIS for 30 quid, and this year it's non-electronic for a fiver more, like, no. Like, even if it went up, like, to be honest, like, just put the electronics in, even if it did cost more. Like, if it was £40 and it had the electronics, I'd still be really annoyed, but at least, you still had the electronics. But anyway, these figures cost about a tenner for a figure and $12.50 for a Dalek, which, yeah, makes it. I do kind of believe that. I think that is slightly over-egging it a bit, but the profit margins are small because, well, it's B&M. Basically, they have to sell large volumes in order to make the profits that make sense. The last Black Series 6-inch figures were between £25 and £35 each. If you're thinking this is not a good deal here, the answer is don't buy them. As a consumer, the choice is yours, which there are two ways to look at it. I mean, it does seem a little bit arrogant, especially, the whole point is, Dewar, you're meant to be encouraging people to get these, but just the way he said it sounds a little bit snobbish, saying, oh, well, if you don't like it, then don't buy them. But the thing is, if people don't buy them, and if enough people don't buy them, then B&M are just not going to continue making them. And eventually, you could be out of a job. You could be out of a job or not doing this at least anymore. So, yeah, saying that is a bit, I don't know, condescending. The more charitable way of looking at it is saying, oh, well, it's your choice. You can buy what you want. No one's forcing it, I guess. But to me, it just seems a bit, snobbish and lax about it. But yeah, the price, I mean, could still be that in B&M stores themselves they may be slightly cheaper, because one of the initial leaked prices for last year's set was 35. So yeah, we do know though for a fact it is non-electronic. We do know that for a fact. But yeah, if you remember way back when the listings and that came out, when the leaks came out of what all the sets were, the prices were the same as last year. So, but as again, things are subject to change, so I'm not surprised that they would go up slightly. So, but yeah, this response is like, don't know.